Hey guys, Hotshot here, and I kind of wanted to go over a few things of, pretty much, like, where have I been for the couple days, and what you're gonna see on the title. So pretty much, I took a little break. I wanted to just kind of take a break from content, because I, wanted to get rid of the tooth pain. I've been hurting for a little bit, so you saw the last video, I've been in pain for my tooth being pulled, so, I'm feeling better today, so everything's fine. As far as content for Evil Dead, I'll still upload, like, every bit in there for the game, because right now there's really nothing really, like, new for the game to be uploaded, so I've been kind of just playing different games. So for the most part, what this video is mostly about is, kind of like why I don't like Eligos, and the way his kid is currently in the game, and why I hope for a rework at some point. So pretty much, the way Eligos is played at the moment, with this current patch of the game, a lot of Prestige 5 Eligos players will just only use basic units, and just kind of press forward heavy attacks, and the basic units, Power Possess, will do more than a boss unit. And the original thought I had for the game was, I thought like Eligos as a boss unit would be a lot more powerful. To those who didn't play Evil Dead during the beta testing for Xbox, if you were an Xbox beta tester for when the game was on the Xbox beta, Eligos was like really fucking strong, and that was his prime. The way he was in, like, the boss unit was really strong. When the game like dropped, like, he got like a few changes. Like, he was good at launch, he was pretty good, just not this from the beta version. I think they changed a few numbers and tweaks and all that shit. Pretty much his at one point he got nerfed in one patch, and then he was like really weak, and then after that, pretty much when he got nerfed, he was just completely useless to play, and his whole kit was just terrible. And then one patch later, or I think patch later, or two patches after that, he got a buff, and that really became something after that, because he became like really strong, but at the same time he just became a really just like a boring character to go against. And in my opinion, he is pretty boring to play, but it's just like, he can be boring, or just boring overall. It just depends on the playstyle. I'm not calling him like super overpowered or anything like that. It's just the way he's played that makes me hate him even more, because of the fact that nowadays in this current meta, all everyone does is just play for book, and like Eligos on the book phase is just a free win at this point. And I'm not saying like they need to nerf him into the ground and make him like super fucking weak. No, I just think a nice rework to him, to his kit, would be nice, because I don't think a power possessed basic unit should do more than Eligos himself, because it just makes him weak as fuck. And if it was up to me, I would, I don't know, like, when the game dropped, I thought like they were gonna keep Eligos the way he was, because I actually enjoyed like going against the boss unit, because he was strong. I didn't expect them to nerf like or make changes to him right off the bat, and like that's why nowadays you don't see Necromancer or Warlord, because they were Warlord got nerfed after the basic possession changes at launch, and that's why you don't really see her too much. Same thing with Necromancer, he kept getting nerfed like in every patch. That's why he's not really played a lot, so you can tell they kind of messed with the balancing issues, and kind of said, you know, let's not make these characters really unique. Even though Evil Ash and Henrietta could use changes because of how bad they are at the moment, so it kind of goes to show. Pretty much Eligos, I thought was going to have like, the way his kit works is that you're buffing your units to be to do more damage by like a certain percentage. You have more health, more stamina, and you're a lot harder to kill, essentially. My whole initial thought when he was coming out was he was going to have like a hallucination ability to fuck with the players, I thought. I like his thunder ability or his like lightning abilities. I think those are cool. I think it would have been cooler if he like threw lightning at you or something, or like because he's like an electric demon type thing, and like I like his like the boss abilities. Like he has a lightning shockwave. He throws rocks at people, and he like can electrocute you in a sense. I'm not really a fan of the throwing rocks. I don't think they're that great. Unless I use them wrong, like I try to use it from a long range and it doesn't hit anybody. I think that ability could be changed. I don't know, something to give him more love. I think the basic units need their, like, I don't know, they just need something changed onto them, not to make them weak. Just something to make them more, like, a more fun playstyle for them to be, like, more fun. Because I just think it kind of goes to show they don't really look at their game. Like, the elite units are fun, but there needs to be something done to them as well to make them feel not really slow. Like their attack speed could be buffed, their movement speed could be buffed or something. Like the basic units should do more than a boss. I think their damage needs to be looked at or something. I think Eligos should have had like a hallucination ability, maybe like something more electricity or something, or to make it feel more like unique in a way, because like his whole kit is like in the TV show, he was able to, like, to use telekinesis to, like, send the survivors flying. Like, in the show, he sent Amanda flying into a bookshelf or something. That would have been something cool. Like, he sends a survivor a certain distance. I think for a guy like him, pretty much, to... I don't know, he threw glass shards to Lionel in Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 2. I thought that would have been something cool where he could, like, throw different various amount of objects at people. I think that would have been really fun to see if that was in the game, but that's not in the game. He just throws rocks. I think it would have been cool if he was to throw like electricity or just something to really go along with the kit. I thought he could really like... Well, something that would have been cool with the hallucination was like he summons like a fake version of himself in front of you, and it tries to like jump scare you on the screen to make you think it's him, so you waste ammo. And then like he could get a buff from the scream, and then his attack speed is increased for a certain amount of time, or his he inflicts bleed damage, or his attack speed is buffed for a certain amount of time, or his health gets buffed for a long time, or he's a lot tankier. Something to really make him feel more unique, because like when you look at his kit, it just buffs the basics health and the elite's health by a certain amount. But I just think for a boss unit, the boss unit overall is pretty weak. Like, yeah, you can make a boss build on this guy, but the thing that hurts him the most, he doesn't have Hellraiser boss, so he's like the squishiest demon in the game. So like hunters can really just fuck him up pretty much, and that's why I don't think that's a good idea, and it's not really healthy for the game for him. And it's not healthy that a lot of Eligos players just rely on book phase in every game, because when you only use basic units at book phase and just press heavy attacks over and over, and then just the explode damage does a lot to the book on its own, and it's just completely just not fun to play. I try to use Eligos in a way where when their fear is high, I try to really mindfuck with them. And it's like his like grab is fun, his X or AoE attack is fun to use. I just wish like there could have been like variety of the throwing abilities. Like he threw glass shards at Lionel in Ash vs. Evil Dead. It would have been cool if he could throw glass at people, or glass shards or something. Or since kind of like elemental with the lightning, it would have been cool if he could throw like lightning bolts at people or something. That would have been cool. That could have been something fun for the game. That way Eligos's boss unit could have been used more efficiently. I think the fact that the health pool is really low kind of sets the standard of why I don't think Saber understands the balancing of bosses and elites being strong. They look at basic units just making the game unfun, and this is why I wish there was something they could do to make the flow feel better for demons, because there hasn't really been a massive improvement since launch, really. And they said there was like a patch note where they said like, or a dev update where they said demons feel nerfed. I'm not saying demon is like necessarily too weak. I just think they're there needs to be improvements to look at both sides to make them feel more rewarding to have on them. Like, I thought the trees were going to be something unique where they like extend out the long branches and they grapple a survivor or something. That would have been really cool, like they did in the TV show. But that didn't happen in the game, which is kind of an L on their end. But overall for Eligos, I think he could have had a lot more than just making a power possess stronger than a basic or stronger than the boss unit, which is really sad. I don't know if this was like a thing that Star Wars wanted because they're an IP holder, but you never know what's up with this game. So that's kind of what I wanted to say. I think Eligos could have had a lot more and deserved better. I think currently in the game the boss unit's really weak, and I think the basic units and the elite units need to be looked at, or his power possess need to be looked at. Like for me currently, I run a fun possession build because I think that's more fun to play. Because like I said, it all depends on the play style, but I like using strategies to kind of use a way to make the game feel more fun. I'm not competitive, so I don't really take this game super seriously. But in some way, I just think the most boring thing about the game is just the fact that book phase exists. And obviously, there's some people who think book phase is fine, even though I don't. They should remove book phases and just give us the dark ones to be the final phase of the game, because it's more fun. But overall, that's what I really wanted to say. Hopefully, Saber, if this game has any more updates, hopefully Saber looks at all the demons and give them more changes to them, or something happens down the road, because this game is in a stale state. I've been playing more variety. Right now, I'm going to play some Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I might upload content on that. Might do Diablo or single-player games until Texas Chainsaw comes out. So we'll see. I don't know what's going to happen with Evil Dead. I'll still post content on it. We'll see. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Groovy Hotshot, and enjoy your day, enjoy your night, and as always, you guys know what to do. Like, comment, and sub. Yeah, and as always, stay groovy.